Hello everybody, this is Somnia Stellarum back for another episode of Civ V. We're playing as the Shoshone, so let's get to it. We're coming into the middle game-ish. We're still early to middle game period, I'd say. We do want to continue growing, and I'm going to hold off on founding my fourth city. So let's just grab this trireme and let's explore a bit this way. I haven't quite settled on my fourth city location yet. I'm not really sure exactly where I want to put it. So we'll have to kind of play it by ear and we'll see. There is this location that I was looking at over here. It would give me silver, which I don't believe I have yet. So it would provide an extra luxury resource. I could possibly locate it a little bit closer here-ish to get that silver as well. It would have a lot of decent production. Might end up founding it right on that silver here. But we'll see. And then there are a couple of fish tiles to provide some needed growth. There's a few sheep in range here. So that might be a pretty decent city. We'll have to see what we do with that. And then there would be this iron in range as well. And probably eventually we get that silver as well, unless somebody founds like a city right on this this snow. And I mean, if they want to do that, by all means, go right ahead. I don't mind if you take a city there. It's not really a very dangerous city. But let's keep going. We're going to be able to build our national college very soon. Since we had such a slow start, the national college is going to be very, very important. I think I'm going to try... I might try to build it in Gaidaka, and make this our best city for research and that sort of thing. And then when we get great scientists, we'll kind of try to put some stuff around here. I'm not too sure yet if that's the best idea, but that might be what we do. So let's go hook up this copper. There's another religion that was founded. How many religions have been founded? I think there's... Yeah, I don't have anything. There's 5, so there's no more religions that can be founded. Interesting. We're probably going to end up taking somebody else's religion. Let's just see what Moscow got. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see who's the best candidate for us later on. Let's keep going in the meantime. We're just waiting for that library, really. Songhai. We're not at war with Songhai, right? Okay. For a second I was worried that we were at war, but I don't think we are. Okay, so our cities are growing fairly rapidly right now. I mean, you could see in a few turns each one of these cities are going to be growing. That means we're going to be hitting that happiness pretty soon. Yes, let us work together. I actually do want to have a friendship with Russia. Catherine's probably our biggest threat in the game. So we're going to have to go to war with her at some point, or somehow find a way to knock her down a peg. But until we're ready, we're pretty much going to want to stay friends. And that's probably going to be pretty beneficial for us to try to stay friends with her and ward off some of the other threats like the Zulus or Songhai, for instance. So let's see what we want to build here. Might as well get some more teepees going. Is there any... Actually, the bananas are probably something we want to hook up. So let's go do that. Build a mine for me. And you keep exploring this way. Of course, there's stuff there, but there's barbarians around. There's truffles. But we already have some. We do have them hooked up. But meh. Alright. So what my goal is going to be right now is to really just micromanage the cities. Try to grow as much as possible while maintaining happiness. So it's going to be a bit of a tricky balance point. We do want to get the National College up as soon as possible. I think, can we build Colosseums? We should be able to build Colosseums. So we can probably get some more happiness. In fact, I might queue up this Coliseum right after, and that'll provide a bit of a buffer of happiness. Go on this way. I just want to see what's kind of around this way. Okay, established trade route. You're trading with tier. Is there any anybody who wants our trade routes? Not really, eh? Okay, just keep going there. That's fine. Catherine has built Hagia Sophia. Yeah, she's definitely. I think that's right here. Yeah, so we haven't even researched this, and she's already built the stuff. I think we're like 7 techs behind. So we really need to get our national college up, start getting some more science. Yeah, we're going to be falling behind pretty fast here if we don't start doing something. Yeah, we'll have to figure that out. Entered the medieval era. Are we the last ones to enter the medieval era? Yes, it looks like we are. So you can see how far behind we really are. Gaidica has grown. Okay, what's our next research going to be? I think we need to focus on science. So we're going to have to get universities up in all our cities and go for Oxford University, which means we should probably do civil service followed by education. So going right up the education, and then that's going to backfill a bit. So we're going to get the mathematics, currency. We'll be able to build up some banks and mints and that sort of stuff, which isn't bad. I mean, it's going to be pretty decent. Our production is going a little bit better, so I think I can hold off on metal casting. Although I think as soon as I get education and start working on those universities, I'm going to want to fill engineering and ironworking and metal casting so that I can get the workshops up. And then once that's done, I'll be able to go on to astronomy and I don't think I'll be able to get an observatory anywhere. Maybe I could get an observatory in my second city, or my fourth city, I should say. But that's about it. Everywhere else doesn't have mountains next to it. So this spot isn't the greatest, so let's head over to the west here and try to explore around a bit there. You are going to build a plantation. And composite bowmen, just stay on alert. We should have 2 composite bowmen, 1 on Gattaca, that's pretty good. So let's keep going here. The salt is so tempting, but I mean, there'd be salt and a bit of iron and the bison. The bison is a reason to go there, just because I'll be able to get... Oh, there's a... I didn't even notice that. There's a goody head up there. You know, I might want to send my guy over there, just for that. So while you are heading over this way, I'm going to get workboat. So we want you over there. And then I'm going to get this composite bowman to start heading over this way. And we'll have him go and kind of explore up here. Who knows, there might be a luxury up there. I kind of doubt it, but anything's possible. So the really terrible part about this is, besides the iron and the salt and the bison and that sort of stuff, this tile here, like if I turn yield icons on, this tile is really like a dearth of a tile. Like it's nothing, and then the snow is even worse. And there's no sea resources, so I'd have like a few tiles around here that I can work and would provide some benefit, but the rest of it is just really like, it's really hard to make a city that will grow really well there. So even though there's some of the stuff that I want in a city, there's a few things that are really terrible about that location, but we'll see. Okay, so we're 3 turns from our library. As soon as that's done, I'm going to want to switch it over to the National College. And I think I am going to do that in Nagaitica. That's going to end up being the biggest city, I think. And Pedro has become a nuisance. We do not want to go to war with Brazil. Not yet. Sorry. Maybe soon. Ilundi. So they're over here. We might want to go to war with somebody at some point, but I don't think Pedro right now is the one that we want to go to war with. We're probably going to want to go to war against like Songhai or somebody who's going to be hated. So Songhai or Shaka is probably our best bet. And we'll have to kind of see when would be the most opportune time. So let's send those composite bowmen over there. You can... You're 7 turns until the border growth. And then you're going to hook up this over here. I might buy this silk and hook it up right away. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Just because having the silk hooked up is going to help, and then it's also going to generate... yeah, let's keep going like that. And then as soon as the library is done, I'm going to switch it over to the National College. Okay, let's go. Yeah, Gaidica is definitely going to be our biggest. It's about to pass Timoak. Timoak is nice, and it's going to have a lot of growth, but its production potential isn't all that great. So we're probably going to want to build a lot of specialists in here, or like build the Writers Guild and different stuff like that. Yeah, Writers Guild, National Epic, we're going to want to build in there. Okay, so this guy is going to fire on us. Should be alright. Okay, you hook up the fish. Will help us there. Build a plantation. That will help there. And you start heading over this way. I think I'm just going to head straight for that goody hut and then maybe try to take those guys out. And maybe not, we'll see. Yeah, Agaidica's definitely going to be a good city there. Research agreements. Yes, absolutely. The only problem I have is that it's with Russia and they're already pretty strong. But I'm going to need the research agreements, and it's probably going to be worth more to me than it is to her. Let's see if we can get some more friendships going. Mathematics. I think I've got to stay there just to protect my composite bowman. But as soon as the composite bowmen kind of get out of range of those archers, I think we'll be alright. Might be kind of dangerous over there, actually. We'll see. Actually, there's already 2 units, and there's probably a 3rd in the camp. So if I go up there, it might be the death of me. Let's just head over here. You know what? I think I can go over this way and land up there. Oh god, there's a 4th one, and there's archers. Oh jeez. I should not have gone this way. I hope I don't lose 2 units up there. That would be terrible. This is definitely the last turn. I can leave the trireme kind of exposed here. gonna have to head back and heal up somewhere, probably in Timoak. Yeah, and if I land and pick that up, it's not gonna go well. Okay, so let's get out of here. Oh, you can only move one right now. Okay, Mosankani is ready for another thing. We should probably build some walls. Let's build some walls for now. And then the National College needs to get built. 28 terms. Can we make that go any faster? Production focus. Let's see. That will generate a bit of extra production, which is nice. What are the... Okay, let's just take all this stuff off. And let's see, okay, high production we're gonna want. I think the iron, anything that has food and decent production, we're gonna want. Oh, that's it. Well, we might as well go with the buffalo pound in that case. It's just gonna provide more production. So we're still growing relatively fast. We are going to get another tile to work. So we might as well... Well, we'll come back and we'll figure out where we want to work, what tile we want to work after that. That should be good. Okay. Oh no! I wanted to move that up first. It is down to 20 turns, which is good. But I lost another turn there. I'm definitely losing a few turns here and there, which isn't great, but hopefully it's not too bad. Hopefully these guys don't get one-shotted. These are... Okay. We're going to be okay. We're going to get out of range unless they move up here and shoot us. In the meantime, you are going to retreat. Go over here so he can hit me from there, but I think they're going to survive, so it should be alright. That's pretty dangerous over there right now. We might want to get some galleasses. Can we build those I don't think we can yet. We need to research something else first. We need to research compass. But that might be a good thing to do. Trade, you want my extra copper. You don't really want horses, and I don't need your open borders. Can you give me 7 gold a turn? We'll make this work. Sure. Great, thanks. Can buy some stuff. I'm not sure exactly what to buy. Close to being able to buy a Coliseum here. Granary might help. Although it's really only just 2 food. That's pretty much it. That's all it's gonna be. Okay, you go heal up. I can sell my truffles. That's probably a good idea. Who else do we want to be friends with? Let's just take a look. I think it's in Infoetics, Global Relations, Political. Okay, Attitude. They're friendly with Brazil, Poland. She wanted to go to war against Brazil, but she's friendly with her. Yeah. Okay, we might want to get research agreements with Poland or Brazil. Poland might be pretty strong as well, although they're kind of being pushed down by Catherine right now. Pedro is less of an issue. It might be an issue for cultural later, but I think he's going to be less of an issue overall in the game. So I think I want to get... Yeah, see, Poland's in 3rd. They're right behind Songhai and Catherine. Songhai is probably going to be pretty strong in the early game, but as the game goes on, Catherine and Poland are going to kind of usurp her. So let's try to get a friendship with Pedro. Discuss. Shall we make a joint? No, you don't want to. Okay. All right. Well, that decides that. Okay. What do you want to build? Probably a mine. We're not working that tile right now, so we might want to build a mine here. And you skedaddle. Okay, next turn. Oh, I forgot the National College. I'm so bad at that. Oh my god. Okay. Accept. Get to the other turn. Switch the National College. That's what I have to remember to do. The Great Wall has been built. Where's the Great Wall been built? Oh, it's in Songhai. But it is in Gao, and we should be able to conquer Gao from the sea. There's a whole bunch of tiles that you can access from the sea. So I can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ships firing on Gao, and I should be able to capture it from the sea pretty easily. I just have to build up my navy a little bit. You go right in the city, and then we'll set you to fortify till healed. Build a mine there. National College. We're up to 7 turns. What's the extra one that they're working? They're working that one. Which isn't bad. There's no growth right now. And we did grow to that. You know, I think that's okay for now because we need the National College up. And then as soon as that's done, we're going to need to switch it back. But for now, that's alright. Okay. Okay, so we're moving in the right direction. Slowly but surely. Oh, we're unhappy right now, aren't we? Good thing we're hooking up that silk. And that means I'm gonna want to buy a Colosseum, probably in Timoak. Sidon wants a trade route. Next trade route that becomes available, we'll have to remember that. Head over here. I think it's gonna be 2 more turns. Unless we can sell something. We can't really sell anything to Catherine. Let's see. Do you want some horses? Will you buy horses? No. Okay. Goodbye. Okay, go in there, heal up. Choose production in Mosun Kani. Let's go for the market. There's actually lots of room for culture here, so we might want to... Oh, but we're going to need some specialist slots in here. Well, let's build some in Mosun Kani and some over in our second city there. Let's build the Writers Guild here. That should be alright for now. Askia has completed the Great Mosque. They must have a religion then. We've got the religion of Islam. All buildings purchased with faith provide 2 tourism. You could buy mosques. That's not so bad. +2 faith. Oh, you get monasteries as well. They got mosques and monasteries. That's not so bad, actually. Do we have anything that would benefit from that? I don't think so. Not right now. Borders of a Gattaca kind of look like a fish. See that with the eye and everything? Here's its fin, its tail. Okay. Sorry, I'm kind of random sometimes. Okay. You've healed up. Start exploring in the west. We need to know if Askia is going to come towards us. And there's another cargo ship. So we're going to send you to Sidon. Yeah, go there. That'll set up the trade route. We'll get some influence with them. We definitely want to be friendly with Sidon, just to have a presence on our island, a friend on our island. We don't want to have to go to war and then have that as a thorn in our side. The Buffalo Pound is about to be done here in Timoak. That should help us a little bit. Okay, you keep going over this way and explore. Who's grown? Mosin Khani has grown. You know what? Let's go ahead and buy the Colosseum. That'll bring us back into regular happiness. And then you're going to want to build the lighthouse. That's going to be very important for us in this city. You could just stay on alert. That should be fine. Next turn, we might want to start building up our navy. But like I said, we need the galleasses, because that'll allow us to attack with the galleasses. $11 turns to our national college. That's going pretty well. I knew this city was going to have lots of growth. So you're working that tile. I mean, it is high production. Yeah, that's alright. Getting a little bit more gold, too. What tiles are you working? So you're working the fish. All 3 fish. That's good. They're growing. That's good. That should be alright. The lighthouse is going to be so good in this city. We do want to hook up the stone next. That's the Zulus. So I might want to reveal where my capital is and find out where they are. Or they're over here, right? Yeah, that's the Zulus. Okay. There is dyes over here. That's interesting. There's 9 iron there. There's a couple fish. And then a bunch of spots for some culture. And some wheat. There might be a good city location right here. Right on that hill. And then it's defensible. We'll get a little bit of production. We'll get some fish. Who knows, there might be something else over here. We'll get some dyes. We'll have to see about that. Okay, choose production in Mosin Khani. Do I want to start producing a settler for my 4th city? Because we're going to be 10 turns away from the National College. We'll have that done. I think that's a good idea. Because, I mean, I can start working on the market. I can start working on the garden. Different stuff like that. but I think the settler's going to be important so that we can get our fourth city up and running and start producing. The nice part about having this archipelago map, or whatever you call it, it does allow us to kind of go almost anywhere and attack anybody who's getting big. Like, there's no real problem getting around the map. So if Russia's getting big, yeah, we could just kind of sidle our way through here and attack. Even if there's another city over here, it's not a big deal. That city location is tempting. I'm still tempted by it, but we'll see. We'll have to see. It's going to be tricky to get to, though, because there is this location here that's causing some trouble. So there's going to be barbarians over here, and getting over here is going to be a little bit difficult. But it does provide so much growth and production. Like just right there, we're going to have access to 3 fish. And we are going to get a new luxury resource. I think that's probably still our best bet. That's a mountain, right? Well, that's a natural wonder. Okay, well, we'll have to see. Okay, that's hooked up, so we got some more happiness. That's great. Let's go and improve the wheat, because as soon as we get out of high production mode, we're going to want to start working that. And let's go to next turn. Guess I can micromanage you a bit better. Catherine has entered the Renaissance. She is dangerous. Who do we want to spy on? Let's go look in the World Factbook. Technologies. So we're definitely behind. We're catching up a little bit to Russia. I mean, that's going to happen just because all the technologies that I'm researching, they've already researched. So that will push our research a little bit faster. You know, I think I'm going to want to put it in Songhai's capital, and it'll kind of let me keep an eye on what he's up to. So let's put him in Gao, right there, as a spy, and it'll let us know what he's up to. It'll also let us know if he's going to be launching a sneak attack on us, and that sort of thing. So that's pretty valuable, I think. You want to make a farm there and go to next turn. We're slowly catching up though, so that's good. We're friendly with this city-state. That's pretty good. People like to smile the most. We do not like to smile. We're very serious people. Those Shoshone. Still some goodie huts. That seems like an interesting spot for a city. Why are you doing that? Erg. Misclick. Probably want to start building some more teepees. And then these jungle tiles I'll want to leave as is, because I want to generate more signs from them. This might not be bad over here, but it's right beside Songhai, and they're going to be mad and aggressive, but they're going to be mad and aggressive no matter what I do. So I think that might be all right. You've got enough improvements. Go to Timoak and start improving this stone here. We'll just head down and then across. Next turn. And I think at the end of this this next turn here, we're going to cut the video off and we'll go to the next episode. So we're getting ready to build our national college. Let's see if there's any more wonders being built, because the AI is pretty far ahead of us. I mean, we haven't even been able to compete for any wonders so far, which after the start we had, I'm not really surprised by. If I'm going to want any wonders, I'm going to have to go and conquer their cities and take those wonders. On the bright side, I think a military victory on this map is definitely a possibility. So being able to conquer each of the capital cities shouldn't be too hard, actually. And we'll be able to conquer them pretty easily from the sea in most cases. I mean, you look at Lundy, they're pretty easy to conquer from the sea. So I don't even have to expand beyond my 4 cities that I have. I'll just be able to go straight to like Moscow, knock down Moscow, peace out with Russia, and take their city and be done with it. And do that for each capital, basically. They are losing strength. They're at war with Babylon. Babylon looks like they might conquer Siam's capital, actually. And speaking of easily conquered, look at Babylon. That is ridiculous. Like, just one block away, I can have 5 ships. And then there's another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more. I can have 13 ships firing on Babylon within their city limits. They would all be possibly bombarded back, but I mean that's no problem to deal with. When you have that many ships, it'll go down very, very fast. So we definitely need to build up a navy. That's definitely something we need to do. So you are going to go here and build TPs. You keep coming down. Yeah, let's go down here. Then you, I want to keep exploring. There are pearls over here. Still trying to figure out where the best spot is. I mean, I can always go right on that. That'd be a weird city. Right on the dies. I would get some resources from the sea. I'd have 3, well, the atoll would be a little bit better than just a regular sea tile. But I would be able to kind of improve it with a lighthouse and that sort of thing. I'd get a couple wheat. Would I get... I wouldn't quite get this copper, and I'd get the iron. But you know what? I'm going to cut this episode here, and I'll see you guys next time, and we'll figure out where our 4th city is going to be. Might be down here, might be up here, might be over on something over here. I'm not really sure exactly where I want to go yet, but I do know I want to get a 4th city going. So for now, I'll stop it here, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay.